Everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, but I am here today with Death and Taxes Master, Jason, the Splicer Simard, and today we're going to look at Death and Taxes.
Yeah.
Show us the update to your list.
Okay, well, we're shifting the loyal sentries to the sideboards from the last week, or how do you want to go over it? Like that?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, whatever. However.
Some of the major changes is the sentries, I don't think they're that bad, but also too, we don't want to draw that against Tron, or, in our game. We don't want to lower our chances of winning winnable matchups to try to stretch to have our bad matchups be, a few percentage points.
Okay.
But I still think they have their place for now. In our other video we're putting up about the pre-release cards there, I think there's an interesting guy taking over the Sun Cleanser, but for that spot in the future, but we'll see. So, a few changes to the main deck is dropping the sentries, and we're dropping the Shining Trolls for now, sadly. I will
unfortunately
rest in peace.
It's not the time for Shining
and
Troll.
you got to move forward with what's working and what's necessary. You can't just hang on to things because you like them, because that's how you're not going to do as well. So we shifted into 2 Selfless Spirits in the main to help protect our bears and board states.
Okay.
And what else? Upped it to a 4th Displacer over last time. I believe we played 3, and he just proved himself to be just so good in so many different games there, right? And we're adding a main deck Dismember to round out the change slots there. To just help kill Noble Hierarchs in the first turn.
Okay.
You don't have to path or Devoted Druid. You don't have to path it that early. It's just such a shame when you have to do that.
Yeah, ramping your opponent.
Yeah. So then I think that's pretty much all the changes to the main deck.
Yeah, what are we going on? We have huge changes here in the sideboard. What is going on here?
Well, Sorcerer's Spyglass, I've played Pithing Needle a lot, and in the past, and usually it's just a 1 of, or maybe a 2 of at times, but because it's good in a lot of different situations. But one situation that it's not good in is playing it into an empty board state when that's what you got mana to do.
Yeah.
You want to be able to, use it on cue and know what you're doing with it. So Sorcerer's Spyglass, while costing a little more, does I guess twice as much, not a little.
Yeah,
so actually quite a bit. But you're going to hit for sure. Like against Tron, you don't have to wait till after they play a Karn and then play your Pithing Needle to stop Karn. You can look at their hand and make the correct decision.
Yeah, you got Karn.
You get perfect information. So even in getting information like that is actually invaluable often too in games.
Of course.
You see how you can attack them a lot better. So that was shifted out. Shining Shoals out of the board, out of the whole deck, I guess, actually. Vizier of Deferments came in here. We're going to try those out. This is the new experimental card. When it comes into play, you can exile a creature that attacked or blocked this turn and return it at the beginning of the end step. So it's another Flicker Wisp effect, but it also, Flicker Wisp, when you have it on the 3rd turn, you can't really affect the board state unless you have something good out.
Right.
It's sometimes you'll get to get counters off something or something.
Flicker Wisp is a combo.
Right, it's part of a combo, and usually you have to either play it first or have something out that precedes it.
Yeah.
Whereas with this guy, because he has Flash, against Hollow One, they're fast draws. On the 3rd turn, I could just remove a Hollow One.
Right.
And then on the 4th turn, I could play a block one, play a Resto, and remove a Hollow One.
Oh, right. So you deal with 2 things at once.
Right, by being able to block and remove something, or against humans, when the guy's big, but it's like Athalia's Lieutenant. You can block the Lieutenant and then blink out the flyer.
Right.
Or whatever. So
goodbye, Manus Rider.
It's a little iffy. We're going to see how it goes, but we got to just experiment and try to win with what we have available.
we got another loose Dismember.
Yeah, another Dismember, just to round it up to second. 6 removal spells against decks that are heavily creature based, and then even Mind Sensor is sort of a hedge against. Valakut decks there.
Sure.
It's I find that to be a matchup where the way I've redesigned the deck, not having Tectonic Edges, for instance.
Does not help.
When I used to play Tech Edges, I'd actually win almost every time. Now it's I've lost quite a few important matches. In Grand Prix Toronto, I played Valakut twice. I won one with really, really lucky draws.
Okay.
And then I lost one where the guy just had good to decent draws and rolled me over. The race to 7 when he's playing multiple lands a turn, and Arbiter's not he's getting mana. That's all he does is get mana. So Arbiter's only so good, or he's in value is only so good.
And that deck is mana.deck.
Yeah, it's all it wants to do is play lands and get lands. So it's pretty tough. So the Mind Sensor is actually, because you can't just pay for it to ignore it, is actually very effective against them. And you don't just play it super early, even against Fetch Land necessarily, because you want to wait till they play Primeval Titan. Like
Right.
you got to have a Primeval Titan and
Oh
bolt,
yeah. Oh my.
or you want to
Play
wait
Primeval
till
Titan. Boom.
until Scape Shift gets cast.
That is
You know,
definitely a Gotham moment.
Yeah, you don't want to really give in to temptation unless you really feel like you have them cornered to play him just to get Journey. You know, I guess, you know, if you're casting in and he's got no mana up, maybe it would be too tempting to stop, like, what's it called? Farseek or something.
Right.
You know, you go for it there, I guess, because you could just hobble him and win like that. But for the most part, once you see he's established, you don't want to just use it on something flippant because he could just untap, kill that, and then just Primeval Titan you, and you will die. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
You will die.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, Aven Mind Sensor. So you got to be patient with your Aven Mind Sensor. Don't be too tempted to use it too early.
Yeah, and so we're retaining the sentries into the sideboard because they're just good against the hollow ones and the humans. You know, like both decks, it's actually pretty decent against. It's just a little too weak for the main deck. Like we didn't get punished hard. Like we drew it at times where our hands were like flourishing. Like we had good draws last week or the last time.
Yeah.
But you know, you could see how we could get punished when you top deck that against Jeskai or you know just too many different decks. So
not good against Jeskai Control. Not good against Tron.
Exactly.
So what's going on in the world of Death and Taxes that you would like to share with us today?
Well, we're going to go over two different deck lists, and it kind of shows you the spectrum of Death and Taxes. We'll start with the more classic straight up white. A fellow named Tom Souther, he's in our Facebook group, posted about his deck. He double 5-0'd a couple modern leagues, competitive leagues in a row.
What's the Facebook group called?
Oh,
if anyone was interested.
Just Death. It's called like Death and Taxes Modern, something like
go.
that. But
just
we're gonna
put that into Facebook.
Yeah,
and
you'll
boom.
probably get it. But we'll put a link in the description,
yeah.
so you can come join the real life discussion. Comment here and talk about what we're talking about here right now. But go there to talk about like
for deeper discussion stuff about this video. Comment here.
That's right.
For stuff deeper on Death and Taxes, go to the Facebook.
Yeah, and like to discuss, you know, is this card good? There's a lot of experienced players that have actually done very well with the deck that are participating there. So, and like a lot of newer players, it's a big mix of people that are interested in playing Death and Taxes. So this guy's deck, first thing I noticed is 4 Aether Vials. He's 23 lands. He's on that plan.
That's a lot of mana.
Well, it's a lot of mana sources, right? But, hey, it does do its job a lot of the time. Like I said, the biggest thing for me is that when people are gunning for it, you can get just punished. And I like to play out the games, you know?
Okay.
Like, and have a good chat and set playing. And Aether Vial sometimes just doesn't allow you to do that, I find. Like, hey, it's just my experiences. But this guy did very well with this deck, and that's another very valid strategy to go with. 23 lands. He has 1 copy of Mutavault, 4 Tech Edges, and 4 Ghost Quarters. So he's going heavy on the land destruction.
Oh yeah.
And the Horizon Canopies to get card advantage, card filtering when you've got a little too much mana going on. You can use when you play the Vials, the Horizon Canopies are a lot better because you could spend your turn drawing your mana, drawing the card, and use the Aether Vial to throw something out. So looking at his main deck here, he's on Thraben Inspectors, 4 of them. That's where I would usually use the Wall of Omens, but slot in my deck. Sometimes maybe going up to 2 for myself in certain environments, but he's on 4 Thrabens, and they look pretty good in his deck, right? He's got 4 Flicker Wisps, 4 Restos, and 3 Displacers. He's not playing Temples in his deck, but he still finds it valuable enough to play 3 of them.
Why not?
So that's how good that guy is, what I found most interesting about the list was these 2 Phyrexian Revokers.
Phyrexian Revoke, what are you doing in
Yeah,
here?
well, he names a non-land card. Activated abilities can't be activated. So that could actually stop mana sources is one of the dirtiest things about it. Like, you can name Noble Hierarch, you can't tap this Hierarch for mana. Like, whereas...
You can name Vial.
Yeah, you can still stop Vial, but usually with the Pithing Needle style effect, you can't stop mana abilities.
Right.
They always have that clause, and this guy does not. So, you can name Lotus Bloom against...
You name Black Lotus.
It's a pretty versatile type card. It stops all Planeswalkers, obviously. It does all the work that the Sorcerer's Spyglass does in my sideboard.
I guess so.
I can't play it main deck because it's not a body. So if you were, if you're playing against a lot of like Tron-like decks or decks where you want to name stuff, like this guy is a very reasonable include, I would think.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then into his sideboards, just so pretty radically different than my strategy, actually. He's into 3 Burrington Forge Tenders to deal with the red decks and the mass removal of red. I'd imagine. 2 Rest in Pieces and 2 Stony Silences. I go with 2 Stonies because I really do love them. I like a little more Rest in Peace in this, myself, just due to the fact that it's such a sticking point against the decks that it's good against. Some decks that use the graveyard make you Thoughtseize you and Duress you, so you just want to have more copies in your deck.
So you got Mardu Pyromancer.
Yeah.
How good is it against Jeskai Control?
Jeskai Control, I would side maybe 2 in if they're on snaps and as Cantoland.
Right.
So some matchups,
which most of them are.
Right. So it's very perfectly valid to play 2 because that's all you really want in some matchups. And if you don't find the decks like Dredge, which is still around, it's not. You're not going to play it every day. In one of those modern challenges, I played Dredge. It's around. Or Grixis Death Shadow and Mardu Pyromancer. It's an amazing card against. It just makes their decks function very, very poorly. So 3 Dismembers, and this is part of the inspiration for me to play the Dismembers is seeing them work for this guy in his sideboard. This is user Tom Souther, just so we're clear and credit the fella. 3 Gideon allies, and those were primarily for against control decks. And
Holy cow!
Yeah, he says he uses the 0 all day, and then when they tap out, activate and hit him hard.
Get in there.
Yeah. And then Dirty 2 Settle the Wreckages. Man, that card. That card is a serious nasty. I've gotten settled so hard I lost my walls. I was like just so shocked I lost everything. And it's like I'm not even blocking with my walls anymore. Like, holy smokes, I got wrecked. Yeah, so that's probably for, the humans, hollow ones, elves, all sorts of decks that would attack you.
Yeah, I saw Settle the Wreckage sided in against me against an Eldrazi Taxes player.
Right, and I wanted to kind of go this way, but with the amount of freebooters and type of,
that's right, they'll see it
or they'll take, I want to have creature answers to that deck. Right. So that the freebooter doesn't get it as well as the meddling mage stopping your next play. You're just out of those games there, like a single Thalia's Lieutenant, boom, game over. So and this fella's deck here is $544, so that's not too bad for modern. You could, if you wanted to budget it more, you could even not play these Horizon Canopies.
Just play some
perhaps.
Planes.
Yeah, some basic planes, some, dare I say it, Windbrisk Heights.
Oh yeah, there you go.
If
you want value, it will also get you a card.
Yeah, and especially with these inspectors, I would actually think a couple heights. You could slip in a couple. Like the black-white deck plays this mana base and it plays 3 of the black-white lands.
Right.
No reason you couldn't play 2, slip 2 in there anyway. And that's another nice source of card advantage, I think. But anyways, I thought this list looked really good and thought I'd highlight it. And then we'll go to the other side of the spectrum. So I'm on Eldrazi Taxes. So it's like it's a cousin of this deck. Yeah, this is mono white classic Taxes more, I guess we describe it as. So and then you get into mine where you're playing Thought Knots, but still playing like Restoration Angels, the same amount, 4 restos and all that, right? It's a real value townish type deck with his Blade Splicers, Thrabins, and all that type of stuff. So we get into a fellow named Spider Space. He's also in the Facebook group there talking, communicating about ideas about Death and Taxes. So here we see the Arbiter Thalia. So it's you know what kind of deck you're dealing with here. He's on Eldrazi Displacers as well. But then we get into Thought Knots and Reality Smashers. So he's kind of doing what he's like an Eldrazi Tron deck because he's also playing 4 Chalices. So it's like Eldrazi Tron, but instead of Tron, it's Taxes. Yeah. So it's like a real, I think, very interesting strategy to go through. And he's even playing the Simian Spirit Guides for first turn Thalia, first turn Arbiter.
Or first turn Chalice of the Void on
one. First turn Chalice on 1. So I bet, I'd imagine he gets a lot of people.
I wonder if he saw my April Fool's joke video.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he watches Merfolk yet. I know he's been playing this deck for a long time. And he's made it into something that looks very, very good. He's looking at his mana base there, he's got a cavern. He's got the 4 temples, of course. He's playing 3 gemstone caverns to steal the first turn. The 4 ghost quarters you would expect. 4 horizon canopies to get back that value. I think he said he didn't play them for a long time, but then found that in a lot of matchups, the way that the games play out, the life loss wasn't a big deal, but the card draw was.
Sure, yeah, you need the cards. Horizon Canopy just now is recently being found to be a powerhouse.
Right.
It's amazing that Canopy was... There was a lot of green-white decks, or even mono-white decks can use this card, just because, that extra card in Modern is so relevant.
Right.
So many attrition-based decks.
Yep.
Or you need to dig to your sideboard cards.
That's right. Yeah, and or you just drew too many lands this game, so any threat would do it.
Exchange this for anything.
He's on to the couple Dunes.
Course,
most of these decks are going to be playing 2 to 4 now because it is actually pretty good. And especially with his Eldrazi, the requirements of Eldrazi, it's perfect for a white deck. Mm-hmm. And then he actually, he's on 4 Dismembers with the Chalices, so he can avoid, any 1-drops in his deck. Mm-hmm. 2 Smuggler's Copters, which look, I don't know, probably pretty good in his deck. I've never really played too much with the Smuggler's Copter, so I wouldn't say I'm biased against it, but I don't know. I find when I play it from my deck, it's not that hard to deal with, and I don't know. It's just not really for me.
I think it's
too
for
much.
the thing is like when you have a deck with like 4 Dismembers and 4 Chalice of the Void, it can end up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
That
can
card, the
become,
loot.
yeah, they can be dead.
Right.
So Copter helps you get rid of some
Right.
of these dead cards.
Yeah, and whereas in my deck, actually, it's a lot more redundancy of just
Yeah,
creatures and lands.
Almost all the deck.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost all your cards are useful.
So it wouldn't be as.
and flexible.
I mean, obviously, sometimes you'll have too many lands, or you'll need a land, and that
Yeah,
would be
sure.
that would be very valuable. But that's the only scenarios
Yeah.
where the looting's that good. I mean, for me, I guess. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. Actually, I hadn't really thought of that aspect. Yeah, so I mean, and then you notice here, there's no Aether Vials in his deck. Like he has like a much higher, you know, he's into 4s and 5s, and
which makes this Chalice of the Void actually even better. So
yeah,
when they put it on 1, there's actually just almost nothing that it.
That's right.
It actually doesn't interfere with anything in this
Yeah,
deck.
that's right. So it's like, it looks really well designed. I even played 3 Chalices actually in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
I had 3 in the board, and throughout the day they were awesome. This is just when Eldrazi Tron was starting. Like I played it there for the first time actually in the tournament. So, but I managed to win a lot of games with Chalice of the Void. And my decks, I got 4 paths, and like it's not, it's not my deck's not designed around it, and I ended up winning a lot of games. So I can only imagine how phenomenal it would be in a lot of matchups when you're not drawing a Path to Exile occasionally, or like having So and then into his sideboard here, he's got a lot of interesting cards. Declaration in Stone. I've tried it, and then in a lot of the games, I don't know if I was just getting bad draws, but it just like the games I stalled out when I'd play it. Like it would be really good at first, and then they'd actually have time to sack the clues, and I'm kind of behind, and then it was like, oh man, this sucks. The game slipped away from me. He's also playing a single Sorcerer Spyglass, which I don't know how good it was for him, but I like it. I like it a lot. A couple Rest in Pieces. His deck looks like it probably hits hard. See, I don't mind less Rest in Peace in this version, even though whatever the guy Tom Souther wants to play, that's up to him. But I don't mind a little bit less in this type of version because you're more of a Smash Mouth type deck. Like you're not doing so much tricksy stuff. It's like you're creating board states that are potent, big, and like the way that you're disrupting them. You're disrupting early and coming in really big over the top.
Right, and
so
I think Rest in Peace is coming in a lot of matchups where Chalice of the Void is already good, like Mark Pyromancer and Grixis Death Shadow and Storm.
Right.
So you need less of them in general.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what it looks like to me. But anyway, 3 Stony Silences. So he's a little more all in than even. I think I played 3 last time. I didn't. They were very helpful, but. Yeah, I don't know. Just drawing too many of them kind of sucks,
Okay.
Sometimes I'm at 2 right now. Who knows? It might go up. I might even be overcompensating for the humans hollow one aggression. We're gotta see how it plays out. I don't, And then he gets to play these honor guards, and this is like one of the things. If I had these cards, I might actually play this deck. It's a little
Creatures
expensive.
entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger.
Right. So against humans, it's like nothing in your deck does anything. You're playing 1 to cast 1/1s.
3 mana for a 2/3.
Yeah, like that's what you're playing, and they should just. Oh, sorry. I'm shaking the camera. I'm getting very excited about how good this thing is against the humans. Like, I would play it, but it actually is just as good against me. I have Blade Splicer, Wall of Omens, Flicker Wisp, Resto Angel, Yeah, so I don't like it when that guy comes down. I was tempted. I actually bought 4 of them on online because I was going to go for it, but, I got to go for my comes into play effects. That's how I like to play Magic. I can't. It's a Scorched Earth card in my deck. It's like both our decks are going to be real impotent here. So yeah, I cast out. I'm sure randomly helps again. Like I've played O-Ring and Binding. It's a similar type effect. It has cycling though, which can be nice. A little expensive for my liking, especially when you got Simian Spirit Guides. It's got 24 lands and the Simians, eh? So it's got a lot of mana sources.
Ramp that cast.
Yeah. So I assumed he had less lands before I looked there actually. But yeah, so I mean that's very reasonable. Single Karn, he said it was really good in the matchups he sided in against. I think more control type decks. And then 2 Worships, which he also I think was saying were pretty awesome for him.
Karn actually synergizes pretty well in this deck because the Chalice of the Voids and the Smugglers.
You can actually make maybe a 3/3.
Yeah, exactly. Right off the bat. So it won't be such a puny little creature.
Not just making 1/1s.
And Worship might just randomly win against.
Oh yeah, against lots of different decks. Like. I kind of like Worship, but then I find I don't like to get in the position where they're beating me up that much. I'd rather try to stay under them and undo their strategy with my card advantage type cards.
Sure.
But I have played Worship at multiple times, and it's sometimes good, sometimes not so good.
Right.
I just don't like siding in cards that the freebooters just takes.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat. Freebooter is such a good card.
Yes, and so I'm looking for answers that or at least creatures, so that
Right,
it's
right.
not so devastating when they play that thing. Like the games I win, it's usually when they free boot me and they get nothing. You know, like those are the games I got a
Swing
good chance.
and a miss.
So I'd like creature answers to him if possible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought this deck looked awesome. He won a Modern Challenge like 2 weeks ago with this, I think,
Oh, sick.
June 9th.
Yeah, okay.
And he also got 61st at Grand Prix Vegas.
Oh, pretty good.
So I mean,
that was
that's
nice.
you know, he can't argue with those results. If I had Chalices online and some of these other cards, I haven't gotten enough prizes yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day I would maybe give this a go, but I still like my version. Not to say,
course,
you know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this does look really good.
It's
It looks,
there's more than one way.
yeah, that's right. So you know, like measure your cards carefully, and you know, when you're playing D&T, it's a lot of people who play it like are going their own way. Generally, you know, it's for a guy who wants to play his own game of Magic and you know create his own cards to a degree anyway. So you know, like look at all these different
We
ways.
certainly saw how Wesco took his Serum Visions version.
Well, hey man, he did
Yeah.
pretty decent with it. He did. I think he got 9th place in Modern. Like, you know, that's a good result. He's consistent, very consistent, good player. So
All right.
yeah,
So for that, let's go play our modern league. You excited by this hand?
I think we're gonna keep it.
All right.
Second,
We
second
got-
turn thought not.
Yeah, we
Third turn, I could go score my own land to get
Oh
going.
yeah, it gets Eldrazi Displacer running.
Yep.
Oh, we won the die roll, so
Yep.
they're waiting on us to keep.
Oh, are we? I thought you'd talk. Sorry.
They mulligan.
They mulled, yeah.
All right. So I imagine this hand's gonna like really punish them
Yeah.
because they've already mulliganed. You're gonna have turn 2 Thought Knot Seer. You know, a lot of people say we should they should ban Eldrazi Temple. Well,
We'll see.
Yeah.
This guy's like, hold on a sec. He just types in. He's like, Eldrazi Temple's broken, man.
yeah.
Okay. So lead with the temple because that's our whole plan. Hopefully we won't have to ghost quarter our own land. Oh, which was the hotkey? You told me about this.
This one is pass priority.
Okay. We're learning here,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah.
It didn't
Oh no! Wait a minute. Sorry, it's not on. Oh, sorry, it's not on your account.
Oh, right.
So we're gonna have to just go back to
To clicking.
clicking
I just won't click
the
too much.
old-fashioned way.
Just don't click too much,
There's
Jason.
some pros that love clicking. With selves?
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh.
It could be Infect.
I'm thinking Court of Calling. But yeah, it could be.
yeah. It also could be Counters Company.
Ooh, aren't we lucky?
But we're gonna find out in a second. Yeah, why does it have to force you to click like?
There's no way to do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Black-green Infect, it looks like.
Well, let's take his Infect guy. 2 blossomings. Oh, so we're 2 blossomings in a land.
You can open up the revealed card window. It's the one with the number 4 on it. There we go. So you get to see what they have left. 2 blossoming defenses, an
Oh, we still got an
overgrown
Ink Moth
tomb,
though.
and an Ink Moth. You have Eldrazi Displacer,
Yep.
which is going to be a little bit awkward. I mean, I guess it prevents the blossoming defenses.
Yeah, well, next turn I might just play Wall of Omens.
Okay.
Because I can't use the Displacer yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Flicker Wisp also can just block. To
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just
use
try
the
to-
blossoming defenses.
Let's see, what's the other options here? We get the Displacer out.
Well, if you get the Splicer out,
The next turn I
you,
can
in
double
theory,
Displace.
in theory, you.
But I'm going to Flicker Wisp next turn too, I think. I think I'm going to go with the wall.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not sure on this one. Oh, here, actually, maybe I'll attack first.
Well, one thing that you can do, or you could consider, is blinking your Thought Knots here to like eat up their hand. Just make sure you keep. Like in theory, you could just keep on eating their best card every single turn, right?
Yeah, well, what I'd like to do is be able to get the Flicker Wisp out and then Ghost Quarter his Ink Moth Nexus when he's all tapped out.
Oh yeah,
basically.
we have a Ghost Quarter. That's right.
Yeah,
okay.
so I think getting the wall out is best. I don't know. This is a little tough, but
you'll find the way.
yeah.
Show us the way.
I don't think he can kill us this next turn. I guess if he drew what? If he
We have a second Ghost Quarter.
If he drew the +5/+5 thing, I guess he could kill us too. 2, 4, 6. Oh, he wouldn't have enough mana. Yeah, +6/+6.
Become immense? I don't think they were pretty far. So there's an overgrown tomb. So I think they're about to lose their Nexus because they don't have enough mana to activate the Nexus and then protect it at the same time, right?
Well, that's a good draw, eh?
I think you just Ghost Quarter the Inkmoth Nexus right now. Because they can't protect it. They have to activate it in order to play.
See, I should have got that Displacer out. That was greedy. Although now we wouldn't have the path. Maybe it wasn't, but... Okay, so I could play the Flicker Wisp.
No, but why not play Ghost Quarter right now?
Well, because we might want to play the Flicker Wisp. I just want to think through...
But we kill their Infector, for sure.
Well, he has Blossoming Defense, doesn't it?
No, but you have to activate the Inkmoth Nexus.
Oh,
not enough mana.
Sorry.
They have no mana.
I forgot. Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good at magic cards, buddy. Okay, sacrifice.
Well, you're the one who told me we have Ghost Quarter. Right? I didn't see that part. You could attack first.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh,
I guess.
I gotta get a little crisper here.
I doubt they'll block. So we can play nothing else.
He's almost dead. I like this better than the blue-green match.
Or I guess no, we could play... Okay, so we play Ghost... We have to do it now, because if you let them untap, then that's not good. And then...
I think we're going to play this
Displacer.
Yeah,
we can play Displacer.
Because after that, we can even lock down the Hierarch during his upkeep.
They have to be, like, close to stone dead here. Not easy on Magic the Gathering Online.
Hopefully I don't tilt by the end of the day here. Double tap my Eldrazi's, and I have more and more Eldrazi's all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are we expecting from him here? Like, his Viridian Shaman does nothing.
I forget what's in this deck.
He's got a Plague Stinger, which I
think
took.
there's a black double striker.
Oh, this guy, pro white.
Oh, sorry, first striker. This is it. Okay, this is what I was thinking about.
First strike pro white.
But fortunately, Eldrazi Displacer and Thought-Knot Seer are not white at all. On the other hand, I guess it's difficult to attack into it.
That's right.
Okay, so you could, unfortunately, you don't have enough white mana to play Flicker Wisp.
Well, if I attack in, he's got to take it, right? This only has first strike, not double strike.
That's right. Hold on, but it does. They have Blossoming Defense. Oh, I guess you blink it though.
Yeah, I've got. But maybe I should play my other land first here. It's going to be the Plains because we want to be able to maybe Flicker Wisp this time.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Are we going to do that? Let's see.
Well, there's no point in having Ghost Quarter on the battlefield.
Right. We might as well hide that even. Actually. I like being able to double displace though. That makes it so.
I guess it's easy to attack. You have a Wall of Omens. Like what is he going to do?
Well, this guy's over pro white though.
Oh yeah. Attack through the wall.
But I can just displace it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's still got both blossoming. He's got both blossoming. Yeah, it's not double strike though, so it'd be very hard for him to kill me.
Actually, it might be easy.
You think?
Maybe you should. Yeah, because there's 2 blossoming defenses.
Oh, maybe I should just play the Flicker Wisp and reset the Thought-Knot then.
Either that or play your second Displacer.
Oh, and still be able to displace.
Oh, what's going to go in here?
Oh, he's got the mutagenic growth.
No, probably not. It's probably... Okay, so pass priority. You blink the damn thing.
He's using his growth. I forgot he had mana even. Yeah.
So
okay.
This is going to force us to...
To blink his guy?
Yeah. The guy's going to get blinked.
Double colorless.
I heard about this deck coming back.
I think it did just do good in some tournaments.
So now...
I think I just play a Displacer and block. So
Sure,
Blossoming
yeah,
Defense isn't a god.
And you should be able to win through... If they attack.
Yeah.
You should be able to win on the counterattack. You have 7 power in play. And a Path to Exile. And a Flicker Wisp.
And the Displacer.
And a Ghost Quarter to blow up your Eldrazi Temple so that you can get something.
Okay. Chump blocker number 2. So yeah, before when I first started with this deck, colorless creatures were like the bane of my existence. Oh, I got to sacrifice the Displacer though.
Yeah, that's actually annoying.
Yeah. Goodness. I prefer real Magic, real life.
It's a bit too authentic here.
Yeah, exactly.
So still 2 blossoming defenses and
He used one on blocking.
And oh, so there are
And he's
2
played-
random cards. In
And he's
there.
played both lands, yeah.
What, another one? Another one.
Oh, I think I could just kill him now, can I? Just double displace both you guys?
Yeah. It's over.
Shove it, dude!
They're dead on board.
Displacer's so good.
That's why you got 4 in the deck.
Yeah, and it was like the slow climb, too. And that is another reason the Shoal really can't have a spot. Like now with 7 colorless creatures as well as 24 lands, it's like you don't even have 50%
Right.
white cards, actually.
Think our opponent is realizing. Whoa, okay. Well,
Yeah, I can
whatever.
still do it, yeah. I was just thinking about my coffee.
Drink the coffee in order to get ahead on board. Drinking coffee and
That's why you shouldn't drink.
displacing infectors at the same time. We got
That's right.
Jason displaces Simard. Boom. All right.
Okay, well, game 1.
So how are we sideboarding against Infect? It's a weird Infect too. It's not a blue Infect.
That is
deck.
true.
So they don't have any unblockable creatures except, well, sort of Inkmoth Nexus, but you have plenty of flyers.
Well, he's Ink Moth and he has the pro-white guy. So I don't
That's
know.
not bad.
Yeah, so what other creatures do you think he plays? Plague Spitters, which fly. That's probably close to all the creatures.
I don't remember.
would-
I faced this Infect deck like when I first started playing Modern, like 4 years ago.
Well, I think Sorcerer's Spyglass to just turn off his lands. Ink Moth?
Oh yeah, that's true. And you could hit Noble Hierarch in the right moment.
Not Hierarch. It's a non-mana.
Oh, it has to be non-mana?
Yeah, for Spyglass, yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
also you can stop Pendelhaven, which can
Sorry.
be a real bugger sometimes.
I was thinking Revoker.
And then maybe bring in Aven Mind Sensor, but I don't know. Oh, this guy actually might have a place. No, I don't know. It's just you got to tap so much mana to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they can very
Easy.
cheaply interact anyway. Well,
Yeah.
how about the Loyal Sentry?
Well, it's just he's got like 2 flyers, Ink Moths, Plague Spitters, and then Pro White.
Oh yeah,
I thought
that's
about it
right.
at first,
Okay,
but then
yeah.
it was like, no, it's actually not
Hey,
right.
forget it.
Okay, but now what would we even take out? Maybe not even 2 Spyglasses. What are we at? 63? Selfless Spirits, they fly at least. They can stop Ink Moths and the Plague Spitters.
Omen?
Wall of Omens, yeah, maybe. I do like to draw cards.
But all it is a 2-mana cantrip.
That's right. So at least one of those. Does Arbiter look good against him? It does, eh? Thalia looks pretty good against him.
I think it's okay. Thalia's great.
Yeah, so we'll go down 2 walls maybe, and then maybe
You
only
have
one.
first strike, we have first strike.
Maybe just 1 Spyglass. We'll see how good it is.
Sure,
If we
see
draw
what
it. We'll
happens.
draw it if we need it. We won't draw 2 of them.
Well, I think Spyglass is pretty good.
Yeah?
I think it
what,
beats...
what would we want out over it? Maybe 1 Resto?
Maybe one
They're kind of
Resto.
4 to cast, you know? Like, I could see it.
Well,
I could see that being somewhat
you have a
problematic.
slow deck, though. You get there.
Yeah, often, but I mean, I just don't want to... I'd like to lower the chances of...
Mm-hmm.
I think we go with this.
Sure. I like it.
See, this is where the Shining Shoal would have been really nice. Because you tap out,
Shine, and then the Infect match.
you tap out, they blow their whole hand to try to kill you, and then you just actually are able to redirect the damage to the creature if it doesn't have hexproof. So it's like you don't even have a creature. I've gotten 7 poisons or something. Oh, let's give him flashbacks to game 1 and jam this temple for his turn.
So, like, we'd have to be very unlucky to lose here.
Do you think? Oh, right away.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably
It would
gonna
have
hit
to be
us.
like...
He's gonna hit us for like 5 or something.
Probably. Maybe not.
Dahlia should be good here though. That's the
Because
good news.
we could have Dismember
Yeah.
in their eyes.
Yeah, maybe I should have played the plane so that I could actually fake a path.
That's actually true, yeah.
It's kind of a weak move.
So, like, there's way more combinations.
That's probably better than
past
psychologically messing
Yeah,
with him. Because there's actually legitimate things that he should fear if you do it that way. So that's half the game right there, kids.
But we are going to be protected next turn because when we play the Thalia, ooh, that's great. So they can't activate Inkmoth Nexus and pump it up.
That's right.
That is not.
And then we're going to be able to Sorcerer Spyglass or Ghost Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And if he just attacks, I block and
yeah,
he'll kill Thalia. I'll replay Thalia at Ghost Quarter's land maybe.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that line.
And if Thalia just lives, then we just Spyglass him, I think,
Mm-hmm.
for 3 mana.
It's unfortunate we have Spyglass and Ghost Quarter in our hands.
Yeah.
Overkill
It's
against
overkill
Inkmoth.
against that one aspect. Yeah. Okay, a Hierarch. And then get him with old Inky.
We're running out of cards. We're at 3 now.
Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe we got half a shot here.
Old Inky.
Oh, we're already at 5 though, eh? I forgot we took that big hit already.
We took a beating. But we can create our own beating.
The other option here is maybe we play Arbiter and just kill his Inkmoth.
Yeah, I think that's fine. You just blow it up completely. They're deprived on more land.
Yeah, with the Thalia out.
Yeah.
And then I actually increase my board too. I could just block the Glistener Elf with the Arbiter the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Well, every single turn you can throw something under the bus of the Glistener Elf.
Should I get him for 2? No, eh? Yeah, maybe, eh? I'm probably just going to block with the Arbiter.
It might be dangerous.
Well, he can't play anything with Thalia.
No, they can Dismember. They can play land, Dismember the one creature left untapped, and then Pump Spell kill you. Well, I mean, depends how. Like that's an exact combination of cards they need. They need.
He'd also need land too.
Dismember.
Yeah.
They need land, Dismember, but any Pump Spell wins.
Yeah, let's just play it safe. He doesn't have a flyer right now.
Yeah. I'm the safe guy. I like to play around everything.
Well, it's just nice to get that
combination
life
of
total
cards.
low, you know. So hopefully next turn we'll be able to get the Blade Splicer down, and then
Blade Splicer can at least put.
Oh no, he got the flyer.
Playing Infect, but we got the Selfless Spirit.
Yeah, but it's not gonna work forever.
So we are one
I
temple away from,
or even just a regular land, so I can get it out and play another. So okay, yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna play this guy, right?
Okay.
We're not gonna hum and haw.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, right now we could have attacked him down to 11 even, but we can't afford to lose Thalia into a pump spell now.
Well, you could attack with Arbiter.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Arbiter is not really important anymore.
I'm surprised he hasn't. Oh, he drew 1 fetch land at the very beginning of the game, so he's drawn a lot of non-fetch land lands. Oh no, as if.
Well, that's hard to beat, no matter what.
Well, we got a lot of removal in our deck, so hopefully we just draw something that removes things. Might as well block, right? Or die?
Yeah,
We choose-
block or die. So we're looking for Dismember, Path to Exile,
Eldrazi Temple. Although I wouldn't be very
Eldrazi
comfortable with
Temple would
that.
be fine.
I wouldn't be very comfortable with that.
Well, no, but you know it's the best we can do. We can upkeep Displace. Boom! Okay, we got outs. Hold on, do we want to attack?
Can I undo it?
Yeah. Right click undo.
Just with one?
Yeah, just the Arbiter. Because at the very least you can block with Thalia or the Displacer.
Right. Might be nice if you that like 9 now instead of 11, 13. Okay.
So put a stop at their upkeep.
Okay.
Because you have to displace and you have to hope that they have to displace and you have to hope that they just don't have a piece of protection.
Do I want to wait till combat though? Because then this thing's a 3/3 attacking me. I mean, we just gotta chance it.
You want to chance it?
Yeah, I mean the 3/3, like we gotta just chump block with Thalia.
Okay, I got it. Okay, sure, chance it.
I mean, we're gonna have to get a little lucky to win this game anyway. The Sorcerer Spyglass.
We're chancing it, people.
The Sorcerer Spyglass is hurt. Although, I guess Arresto would be pretty helpful.
Lose the Blade Splicer.
Oh yeah, I guess that's not that funny. But I'm in a displacer mode anyway now.
Well, Thalia in play and Thalia in hand is not great.
Nope. He's probably looking, he's like, why is this so hard? His deck sucks.
Whoa! That
was a
I don't know,
surprise.
is that a sign of strength? What's going on here?
So if he's got it, he's got it.
Do you got it? Or do we live
Do
to see
you?
another day?
Do you got it?
And if you don't got it, why did you take the Spyglass? Unless you're going to follow this up with, like, Inkmoth Nexus. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had...
He's like, I can't believe you just did that to me.
Maybe they just missed it.
No.
Or
No, he's just
talking
making
on
me
the
wait
phone.
forever.
Oh, Bonzo.
Oh, he got it. Oh, well.
All right.
What can you do?
Whatever.
He got us.
All right, we're going on to game 3.
Yeah.
Is there anything else different we want to do in the sideboard? Okay, with so many flyers, maybe take out one Spyglass, put a flyer in.
Yeah.
Even, like...
Maybe both and just put 2 more flyers in.
Yeah, because all a Spyglass does is shut down exactly...
Inkmoth. This
Inkmoth.
blocks both the flyers.
And you have Ghost Quarters anyway.
Yeah, okay, we'll try that, eh? Anything
And
else?
Thalia taxes Inkmoth actually quite harshly.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully this will go a little smoother. That was a little rough. Kind of, I don't know. What could we have done a little different? Nothing much, eh? Oh, we could have gotten attacking with one of those 2 creatures at least 2
You might
turns
have been
earlier.
able to attack.
Because then we could have at least prevent, like,
Yeah.
gone in and he has to block some stuff, eventually.
At least put
But I don't know if
some-
we would have got there, but that was definitely
put
a little
some
weak.
pressure on the board.
Yeah, yeah, we missed a couple attacks there.
We could have also played Plains on turn 1.
To threaten, yeah. I think he would have gone for it anyway. But
I don't know. No, that's.
it really made it easy. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That's no white mana.
No white
all
mana.
All color spells. Mulligan.
There's Shepard Dunes.
Oh. Well, I think we just got to roll with this and hope to hit because, we've got a lot of good 2-drops.
Okay.
It's not what I'd
Got
like.
Wall of Omens.
Exactly. And, just the Thalia
Mm-hmm.
Arbiter to maybe screw him over. And we're going to look at 2 new cards, 3 cards before.
Actually, are we? Because you're going to put Shepard Dunes in play. Then you have to look at the top card of your library.
Shepard Dunes isn't Windbrisk cards.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought we had
Yeah.
Windbrisk Kites. Okay, forget it. We got Shepard Dunes. Boom.
On top.
Excellent.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I guess we still would have looked at a few cards before we would have missed our drop, but that was risky. But I mean, you need cards to win too.
Yeah.
So how good of a 5 are you going to get? 2 lands, 3 creatures, or a bunch of paths, which might what if he plays that? Yeah, you need to take chances in Magic sometimes for sure.
Sometimes you gotta keep hands that go nowhere.
Or that have the potential of dying, but have payoff. So hopefully this does have enough payoff. But I just saw 5. How good's it going to be? We have the Displacer. We got some good taxing creatures.
Ooh, that's terrible start for them. The style is going to do so much work.
Yeah, or do I play the Arbiter to stop a fetch line this turn? Actually, because what could he really play that
Sure,
Thalia's
that's fine
going to
too.
actually
I guess
slow down?
That's the same too.
So I think we go for this.
But if that's the only infector, it's gonna be really hard to activate and pump it up.
Yeah, for sure.
With Thalia in play.
Well, and especially with this guy out this early, he might have been holding a fetch line. This is another land he wanted to just get in. He has a bit of a slower hand.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point. So he's planning to get some damage in.
I had a feeling.
Got him.
Does he have the Dismember?
No, probably not. They would have dismembered it last turn. They don't have it dismembered.
I just had a feeling. I don't know.
And now things aren't.
Whoa! He just threw away his land?
Oh, I don't think they know how this guy works.
Well.
Welcome to the Cat Cleric. LOL. It happens.
That's why they call him Cat Jesus.
Yeah. Now, truth be told, we still have not much pressure on the board.
No, but now Thalia coming down after you just threw away a land.
We should have a lot more turns.
So if you're playing against Taxes and you're just watching this for fun, always get those fetch lands to activate early.
That's right.
I lose. I love hearing that.
Yeah. Opponent's saying I lose. It's a pretty strong sign that we're probably going to win.
So you look at Modern, man, knowing the difference, but usually you would play Thalia first.
Right.
But just knowing those subtle differences could, in a tournament, you win one game like this, I should have played Thalia first though, but he's already said he loses. He's already conceded in spirit. So.
Yeah. Let's see.
Fetch land.
They could okay. So
oh no!
Forest into
that.
It could put them right back in the game.
Path exile.
Well, they have no infector yet.
Darn it.
They have no infector. So no big deal yet.
So draw a card. Hope it's a land here. Come on, deck. Ooh, it is.
Hopefully,
we're getting there.
Actually, no. Okay, I was scared of mutagenic growth, but they have no mana for it.
Attack with all creatures. All 2.
Okay, no black mana. So all their black creatures.
Yeah, he's not playing double black guy next turn.
Yeah. No first striker or flyer.
Hopefully he hasn't learned his lesson yet. Some people think you actually have to click it when you search.
Oh yeah.
And they don't know how it works. So
you have to ask for permission first.
You pay the tax man, then you offer it.
Yeah, you ask for permission.
In a tournament too, you have to hold priority when you cast it. Otherwise, once
holy cow,
once you haven't, you've gone too far. Okay. Oh, that's a good draw. Well, attack with everything.
Yeah. I mean, if they tap out for a black infector, you're just gonna path to exile it anyway.
So he's down to 9. I think we just get this Displacer down.
Oh yeah, sure. Put more power on the board. Why not?
Because he's going to pay the 2, so we won't be able to path and get rid of that Hierarch now. We do the path at kind of a turn too late here, but hopefully we have enough of a thing, especially with this, to take him out. And Thalia out, it's going to be very hard for him to, even if he gets that thing out, to pump it enough to give us enough Infect. But it is possible. Darn it. I used it right.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this out of my reach. This one's done. It's upkeep, yeah. Yep.
I mean, it should basically be over.
I think it is, but, if he plays the 2/2, we don't quite kill him. And then...
They need a land. No, hold on. It costs 3 mana.
Yeah, he taps up, but we don't quite kill him. Then he could maybe come back at us.
You path to exile it, and then you
It's
attack
got
for
pro
7. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he'll be able to block one of these two if I don't displace it on my own main phase.
So you can only attack with...
Oh, but he's got nothing!
Displacer.
That's good news. This game is over. Play this right now because I have a habit of not playing it.
Did they fix the bug yet?
I doubt it. I think they've known about that type of thing for a long time.
Oh, these are all useless.
Well, better than drawing them. Sometimes it's just better than drawing them. Yeah, let's go for it.
Windbrisk Kites also takes your bad top decks off the top of your deck. Those are 3 lands and a Thalia.
So now if he blocks and then tries to pump his guy, I get to path it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get to search because of the Thalia tax. Can't pay all the taxes. Thalia Arbiter side by side. What's this? Fatal Push?
Well, this is gonna be
Oh,
great.
now I'm going to have to play my other one.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're going to path this guy.
So that, like, if they have a 3rd land to play the black creature.
Oh, he's going to do this and pump it.
Yeah. But in that case,
So I should have maybe pathed it because he's going to pump his guy, right?
No, that's fine. You path it. You still
Yeah, I should have. Oh, yeah, I guess that does take a card out of his hand.
It's 5 power.
Right,
anyway.
yeah, it is better this way. But sometimes it might have been better to just path it first, right? Ooh. I did it right? Okay, phew. Taxes.
You did it right. Path to exile targeting their creature.
Taxes. Here comes my girl.
We got the last backup Thalia underneath the Windbrisk Kites. And that's it. All right, hold on. Yeah, just leave it on this page. So we...
It was close. We mulled there and we got there. It was a little disheartening when we had the mulligan, especially because, like this guy, if he gets a good rollout, the Infect's very hard. They only have to do 10. That's
Sure, but we got a good rollout.
Yeah.
We got the Leon Arbiter in play. We really saw the power of Death and Taxes.
Yeah.
This match was super one-sided just because of Thalia and Arbiter.
That's right. But had I played Thalia turn 2 this game, I actually might have not won. Like, he may have started mounting a pretty decent comeback. And
Right. Well,
just him,
they
them
definitely would
locking
have-
out his fetch line.
Yeah.
It's more important than,
taxing them.
than taxing the spell they play. Because they didn't have an Infect guy out already.
Yeah,
they would have already had the Infect guy out, but they led with Ink Moth. Experience says, hey,
Yeah.
he might have fetch lands in his hand.
Hey, there's some chance. Actually, above average, I think there's fetch
Yeah.
lands than like normal
That's right.
lands.
Yeah, even if it was a colored mana, I might not have done that. But it's just the fact that he led with the, there's a decent chance he's sitting on the fetches. So.
And there wasn't a really big difference between Thalia and Leon Arbiter, especially in that situation, because there was no Infector to really deal a whole bunch of damage.
That's right. So.
Anyway, so that is our first match. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more Death and Taxes on this channel. This has been Nikachu. And Death and Taxes Master, Jason the Splicer Simard, playing Death and Taxes in Modern.